Magic the Gathering puzzle quest. Today's quest, we're going to go level up Dack Fayden and give my initial thoughts on what I think of said dude so we can actually see what you guys think. So as you're just jumping in here, this is my first mobile live stream. My internet's been down at the house here all day, so really friggin' annoying, but here I am trying to make something worthwhile out of this. And we just got Dack Fayden right now, in fact, in our inboxes, so I wanted to make sure that you guys saw it right away. So it might be a little slow here on my screen. You guys should be seeing my screen as I'm going through this. As you guys are just chiming in here, let me know that you're jumping in here, and I will do my best to try to go through. Look at that, Dack's right at the top. That's kind of cool. So when I level up a walker, what I do is I go push the button, and I go in here, and I say discard a card and draw 2 cards. So I like to take a screenshot of said number 1, and then I'll go post that inside of the Discord group once I'm done. And then what I do is, actually, let's see if I can, I wonder if I can, if I tap you, there it is. Okay, so if I go settings, that's good. There's one person here live. What's up, man? Hey, can you do me a favor, whoever's here live? I don't know who you are because I can't see you. Can you go take this link and go pop it inside of the Discord server for me and let everybody know they can come here and check this out. I'll edit this out later, most likely, but I wanted to give everybody a fair chance to be able to get in here. So welcome, welcome. And if you guys could comment too to let me know you're here. I should see your comments on here somehow, some way, but I'm not entirely sure how. This is my first one, people, so gently, be gentle. All right, there's a comment. Let's see, what is it? Remember to guard your privacy. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so let's go ahead and start leveling up Dack. So right now he starts off with 50, 50, and we're gonna go ahead and just start going up. So I'll do a level up to, it's usually about 16. So we got his first gone. Second should be here, and then we get into the third. Yeah, I know I'm sharing my screen, bro. Nope, not 16. Let's see. All right. Prodigious skill is now level 1. Subterfuge mastery is now level 1. Okay, come on, we're not done. But he's got 69 life points. Hey now. There it is, 16. Okay, red hand tool is now level 1. Why are you gonna call it red hand tool? Come on, man. What are we doing? I guess his hands are red, aren't they? Oh, I hear you, but screen is black. Oh, that's not good. Let me try setting that up again. That is me, that is there. And you guys should see the screen here because I set it up to screen share. Are you not seeing that? Can you guys chime in and let me know? I see 3 people here. What's up? You can see my face, but not the screen. Oh man, this is kind of janky. I really wish this was a little bit better. All right, let me see if I can set the settings up for this. Well, that makes me smaller, not bigger. Hey now. All right, let's leave that alone. And let's go ahead and, man, I can't see your guys' comments either. That's what really kind of sucks. Let's see. Again, guys, my first one I'm doing, so not sure why this isn't working for you guys, but all right, let me take another screenshot here and then see what we can do here. Let me get into, I'm gonna have to do it internet-wise that way, and I don't think that's gonna work for us. Got 8 people here. I appreciate you guys. I know I'm trying to figure this out. I am really trying to figure this thing out. Let's go touch some buttons. Are you sure you want to stop the streaming? No, I don't want to stop the streaming. You should be doing this. And I don't know why it's not. Let's pause. Hold on. Let's start it again. Okay, stream has been resumed. Did that fix anything for you all? Seeing my screen now. Because if not, I might have to stop it and start it over and see if I can get permissions or whatever I need to be able to do this. Which stinks because I wanted to get going with this right away. Chime in, peeps. Sorry for the dead air, guys. Oh man, I've lost half our viewership already. Lame. Lame, lame, lame. And I don't see a place where I can... Let me do this. Let me try going to YouTube. I'm on YouTube now. No, I don't want to see this stuff. Let's go to my alerts. That's the hunter. Let's actually take this off and see what that does. Okay. Now am I getting alerts and notifications? There's 5 people here. Can someone comment and let me know if you're seeing my YouTube stream feed? A lot of Zelda stuff. I don't know where I'm getting all that stuff. How powerful was Unjoyant? All right, let's go back to the game and see if you guys can see that. Comment in. And yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's going on with this other than just trying to get this set up, guys. I apologize. I know that this is kind of a pin in the tail. Let me try one more thing here real quick. Let me set up my mobile hotspot. And see if I can get to my YouTube channel here real quick on my desktop. Trying something new today, kids, and that's why it doesn't always work. All right, guys, if you're chiming in here, let me know where you guys are, who's here. Why are you not working? I am trying to... Oh, it didn't work. Verifying. Okay, did that do it? Oh, that did. Okay, so that should give me the internet access I need. 2 more seconds here, guys. Apologize. Let me try to get this routed in. Let's see. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go to your channel. Let's go to live. View your channel. Live. I am seeing myself live. It's showing my screen, so you guys can't see my screen now, yeah? Or is it paused on me? No, it's working. Okay, it's all good now. All right, cool. All right, I just wanted to check that out, Ron. Hey, what's up? There's Dak. Okay, cool. I am, for whatever reason, seeing a huge delay in this stuff, so I'm going to try to keep this going. Hopefully it doesn't... Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Yeah. I didn't see you guys commenting in there. All right, we're good. So I'm actually gonna shut this down since I don't want to cause that. So if your guys' comments come in, I'm probably not gonna be able to see them because I'm trying to do all the things here. All right, let's get back to it. All right, so for Dack Fayden, let's see. So looking at what we've got here, discard a card and draw 2 cards is his first ability. Second ability, destroy an opposing support card at random if you can't deal 5 damage to the first opposing creature. And then this third thing is Ancient Dagger. Why is that not tapping for me? There it is. Ancient Dagger, colorless, support card, artifact 4, token level. So it's got level. At the beginning of your turn, gain X mana. X is the number of your opponent's greatest mana bonuses up to 15. So they got to have something on the board for that. When your opponent converts gems during their turn, increase this card's level by 1. At the beginning of your turn, deal Y damage to your opponent's planeswalker. Y is 3 times this card's level, then this support loses 1 shield. So it destroys it, it doesn't change the level. I was hoping, I'm glad they don't do like at the end of turn, reduce to level 1 or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back and look at that. We'll evaluate that when we're all there. All right, so this is level 1 on all things. So it's 0, and now this is level 1 at level 16, I should say, or everything is level 1 on the abilities. Let's go ahead and go up to the second tier. And I will check comments here in a second, so you guys chime in there with all the comments you guys got going on and things you guys need to note. Level 2 on Subterfuge Mastery and Prodigious Skill. And finally, Red Hand, Red Hand, yada yada. We're up to 89 life. Come on, interwebs. All right, so any major changes that happened here? So at the second tier, Destroy an opposing support card at random. If that card was a non-simple, non-token artifact, create a copy of that card into play under your control. Otherwise, deal 6 damage to the first opposing creature. Okay. Cool. We get a copy. That's pretty powerful. For 8 loyalty, that's actually pretty good at level 2, man. Create 2 Ancient Dagger tokens, then deal 2 damage to your opponent's Planeswalker. X is the number of artifact supports. So do these not stack? They can be reinforced. So it would be artifact 4, so you'd get 2 of them, so you'd have 8 shield on it. At the beginning of your turn, gain X mana. X is the number of your opponent's greatest mana bonus up to 15. Here's my challenge with that for gaining the mana. They got to have something on the board. I just said it, but I'm going to say it again. And I don't like to let my opponent have jack squat. Very Chris Farley, jack squat on this side of the board. I don't want them to have anything. So that might be less. That might not be as helpful. However, and then I have a question. When your opponent converts gems during their turn, increase this card's level by 1. That's not matching, that's converting. So if they're running a Galta trigger loop-de-loop, that would trigger multiple times by 1. At the beginning of your turn, deal Y damage to your opponent's Planeswalker. Y is 3 times this card's level. Yeah, that's very dependent on your opponent for a lot of stuff. There's not much you can control there. Yeah, okay, and it's 13. I mean, it's cheap as get out though. 13 loyalty. I mean, what am I complaining about? 13 loyalty. That's cheap as stuff. All right, so on to the next level. Did I do a screenshot? I hope I did. I did. All right, so third, and more. That's a lot of copy. And third? Question mark? There it is. Okay, cool. So level 32, or level 46 rather. You get 107 life. You get all the things. I think it's really about his first ability, though, right? I mean, everything is about this. Discard a card discard a card and draw 2 cards. If the discarded card had no mana, gain 10 mana. Discard a card and draw 2 cards. If the discarded card had no mana, gain 10 mana. Okay. If it has mana. Destroy an opposing support card. Create a copy of that card and play under your control. Deal 7 damage to the first opposing creature instead of 6. And then 3 Ancient Daggers. And then X is the number of artifact supports you control. Then deal X damage to your opponent's Planeswalker. X is the number of artifact cards supports you control. So those would be simple tokens as well. So you could do damage with simple tokens to your opponent. That would actually be kind of cool too. I think somebody's here. Is that correct? No, that's a neighbor. Okay. All right. Thought my daughter was back. Okay, and then, I didn't even check mana gains. Forgot to get mana gains. I should move myself out of the way, yeah? Let's put myself down here. -2, we'll put myself there. So -2 to white, +5 to blue, +2 to black, +4 to red, -2 to green. Easy auto-include for... easy auto-include... Somebody is here. Easy auto-include for who's he what's it. Actually, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take this. Give me a second. Somebody's at the door, and I did not plan that. Give me just a second. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, gang. It was a solicit electoral processes. It was somebody that's canvassing for getting somebody elected. That was one of my wife's or daughter's friends. Okay, that said, let's get on with it. Ancient Dagger token, then deal X damage to your opponent. Okay, that's that. Let's get it maxed out. Let's go all the way. Let's take it to level 60. Let's go. Let's see what we end up getting. All right, so there we go. Discard a card and draw 2 cards. That discarded card had no mana, gain 15 mana. Okay, so that's cool. I like that. I didn't notice the condition of it needing to have no mana, though, the first time. It's still pretty positive. That's pretty good. Level 59. And then level 60. Boom. All right, so we're at max level now. Let's take a look at everything that goes on with the Dack Fayden. A lot of people are calling this Rawl 2.0. This is the second Rawl build because he is red and blue. All right, so first one for 6 loyalty, prodigious skill. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. If the discarded card had no mana, gain 15 mana. There's so many ways to get mana. My concern there is you're gonna find yourself with more mana in hand than without mana in hand, and that would be very interesting. So I'm curious as to the real application of that. As is still phenomenal first ability, I think it's pretty great. But just in case, I think that's something that needs to be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? All right, Subterfuge Mastery. Oh my gosh, 8 loyalty, destroy an opposing support card at random. If that card was a non-simple, non-token artifact, specifically an artifact. So, yeah, that really is not as cool as I thought it was. First read. Create a copy of that card into play under your control, then reinforce that card 3 times. Otherwise, deal 8 damage to the first opposing creature. So you're going to deal some damage to the creature a lot. Damage dealing is not the most effective way to deal with Greg's board, though, his board state, so I don't know. And then create 3 Ancient Dagger tokens for 13 mana for Red Hand Tool. That name just gets me. Gotcha, red-handed tool. Create 3 Ancient Dagger tokens, then deal X damage to your opponent's Planeswalker. X is the number of artifact supports you control, including the reinforcements. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I saw a lot of chatter online about how cool they thought Dack was, and I didn't read the stuff because I try to go into playing with the new walkers as fresh-eyed as possible. So I don't go in there and do as much research on them. I just go and start playing with them. Even like this last event that we got this past weekend, I didn't read the rules. I just went. I read the objectives and I built for the objectives at first. And I got lucky the first couple of times playtesting stuff. The first 3 matches were testing builds against an event I really didn't know. It wasn't about till the 4th doing, and then I went flawless in the game. But those first couple were pretty sketchy. They were pretty sketchy. And I try to do the same thing with Planeswalkers. Now, I can't play with him today. I can't demonstrate the play with him with you guys today. We're not allowed to do that yet. I'm going to go play with him, and then when he's released, I can release my video to you guys so you guys can see it day of, which, if you're asking me, I think the point would be to get you hyped about it and give it maybe the day before, but alas, those are the rules. I can't drop it beforehand. So, and again, this isn't new information. You guys have access to this inside of the deal, so that's what it is. So if I go to look at the decks and I see here, okay, cool. Now that we're all the way maxed out on him as a level up, I can go ahead and unlock the 20,000 rune set. And since I don't have VIP right now, I am not given the other deck slots, and then I autofill. I don't think about them, I just do them. And then I go from here and I jump to playing the deck, and then I edit the deck while I'm actually playing the deal. So there you go. What are your thoughts? I'd love to see your thoughts on this as far as what you think is worthwhile for him. And now part 2 of this, I'm actually going to go do, if you guys want to see some gameplay, let me know. If you guys give me a thumbs up or something if you want to see some gameplay of Jace Reawakened. I want to show you my final build and the way I play with him because he's stupidly devastating. And they fixed him. No more bugs. Yay! So I'm excited for that. So let's go take a look at that. But as I look at this, immediately what I will be adding to him will be something like, let's see, discard a card, draw 2 cards, and discard a card that gains no mana, gains 15 mana. So I would definitely go with Sunken Citadel. And I think 2 of my auto-include cards are Sunken Citadel and Leyline of the Guild Pack, just because they allow me to loop. Satoru would probably be an easy go. I won't do that to you guys because you guys are going to get sick of Satoru, because I'm going to play that guy in every blue walker I can. Satoru is broken and I love him. And he'll really work well with Dack Fayden because of the token synergy, if you do lean into the token synergy. And these are artifacts, correct? The ancient ones, colorless, yeah, they are artifacts. So when these ancient daggers come into play, they should trigger Satoru, at least the way he's worded now. They may adjust them and fix them later, but he does his draw and mana gain when you play with him. If you're not playing with Satoru when you have him, you're missing out. He's really one of the most powerful creatures. I like him better than Galta, not because he's better than Galta, but because I like that playstyle better than Galta. He loops and he does all the things I want him to, and I'm doing it with ambiguity, but I'm going to show you that deck here in a second. So I would probably run something pretty close to what I'll run inside of Jace, But I'll be honest with you, man. I think Jace Reawakened is stronger based on what I'm seeing here. That's before I play with him. That first ability is going to make or break whether or not I love Dack Fayden or not. I will say this. Good God, these walkers are so much better than octagons. I mean, night and day different. Like I think Nerd Thuggery was the one saying that he is only buying now, either cash or for gold, web core planeswalkers. Outside of the broken ones, obviously Rawl and some of the other ones that are just stupendous, Dakin, et cetera, et cetera. But any new ones that are out that he's kind of been on the fence about, he's said Webcore's doing a much better job with planeswalkers than we've ever had. And I want to give you a case in point. Let's go to the events. Dance break. Hey, I posted a song inside of something I've been working on for a while inside of the Deck Fiddlers group, and nobody commented on it. So apparently you guys don't like that stuff. Stop doing it. All right, so let's go into training ground. Let's go, okay. And let me show you Jashiok or Jace Reawakened or Jace whatever. I don't know, whatever you guys want to call him. Now, this guy is available in the vault right now. You guys can pick him up for $29.99 American USD dollars currently. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. IRL cash, I know wherever you are in the world, 20, 30 bucks might be something that is significant to you. This guy is absolutely probably my favorite planeswalker in standard right now. I just think he's fantastic. First ability, discard the last card from hand, gain X mana. X is the base cost of the discarded card. Doesn't matter if it has mana or no mana. You can discard whatever you like, and then you just gain the mana. You don't gain any draw from it. That is challenging, but it doesn't matter. Memory reversal, return up to one random opposing support and to their owner's hand, and this effect can affect vanguards. And then also return the first opposing creature to their owner's hand, then increase the cost of each one of those by 6. That is spicy removal. That is, I love that removal. And then telepathic shock, all you need to know is you take 2 cards out of hand, they get exiled. You got to have the cards in hand. You can't do this with an empty hand. You got to have at least 1 card in hand. It exiles them, gives them plotted 6, gives them full mana. It comes back to hand with full mana. And you do 4 to 5 points of damage to your opponent's face. Now the mana gains here, +2, +4, +3, -1, +1, is great for Sunken Citadel. So what's the build, guys? It's funny you should ask. Let me show you, man. All right, so Leyland of the Guild Pack, Sunken Citadel. We'll go through them. Rarely cast this unless I just have the ability to do it. It's more to draw and crush the board. Sunken Citadel for the mana gains. Cut your losses because reason. Steam Core to boost us in our loyalty. Desertion. Desertion is still bugged. So what's happening with Desertion right now is I take a creature from their hand. If it has mana, I take it from hand. I cast it. It hits my board. It triggers, and then it disappears. It gets exiled. So again, PMA, love to see these fixed because I like playing with them, but I can't. Satoru, as you know, you're going to get sick of him because he's a boss. Ambiguity because evil. Blade Coil Serpent because yes. Follow the Bodies because why not? And then Kip. Always and forever. Knowledge is power, so that every time we're drawing a card, we're actually getting the superior bonus. I guess I could put myself up here, right, where I normally go. There you go. There's a look at the deck. Click, click. Let's go ahead and use this deck. And let's go get a couple of games in whilst we go. Questions, comments, thoughts, things you guys got going on. I would love to see them. I am not seeing them now for whatever reason. They're not popping up on my stream, but I would love to see them if you got them. Chime in, baby boys and girls, because I like to answer your questions. Let me try pausing that and then bringing it back and see if that does the thing. All right, somebody comment for me real quick. Let me know, hey guys, I'm commenting. Your hair looks nice today. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. Look at you. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and get just all the blue. And his mana gains, I forgot to talk about that. His passive ability is your mana gain starts with blue at 4, but then turn 1 you get +1, so it really starts at 5. Turn 2 it goes up again to 6, and then turn 3 it goes up to 7. Every turn after that, last card in your opponent's hand gets it costs more to cast. So we want to actually we can do this, shan't we? Yeah, we can just ditch all of these. Boom, bada, boom, 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 and let's see if we can get this to go gravy train. What is my mana gains again? 3 black. If we can match black, that's better. And you'll also see why black is better if I can do it, but I can't, is unless there's a, no, there's not. All right, let's go here, boom. All right, so we get the blue match. Is it enough? No. We just give Ren a 5 swap because RNGesus hates us. All right. We got a lot of people. You know what's funny? I never used to have issues with that, with, oh, I don't like, I had a lot of people telling me, I don't like using, who's what's it? Sorry, I'm doing 2 things at once and I can't do that. I don't like using cut your losses because it only just gives 5 swaps to my opponent and I don't like the risk of that. And I commented, I was sly and said, I never run into that. That's never an issue for me. Pish posh and poppycock, somebody's cock. It just doesn't work that way, my friends. That's not how things do. And then I have had it happen more than I've had in the last month than I've ever had prior to. So we make a blue match. I prefer to make black matches here more than blue matches. I do want the draw because it helps and I want to roll into what I'm trying to get into. But I prefer the black matches to be able to keep their hand face down in a gutter. But it's difficult to do at this stage. So I'm going to do what I've come to do. And I'm going to do this instead. We'll go Satoru. And I will go black this time. Because once you do, you convert the board. I will not kill my guy, question mark. I won't. I will not. I shan't. All right? And then we get Steam Core on the board. He ditches our last 2 cards. We draw the cards. We get them to discard a card with Desertion, and we cause the deny gems. We get up to our 3rd, and this is what life is all about here in the next thing I'm about to do. I like to punch a face for 45 points of damage. Let's go look at the log. Let's look at the log, shall we? Battle log. What did we do? We did 15 points of damage. That means we took 30 points of mana out of their hand, which is pretty good, but it still didn't take all of that out of hand. That's okay. I got a 5 swaps. Here we go. Now, deny gems. Note, I'm drawing cards and gaining mana. Why? Because the deny gems that I match actually give me a time bobble, right? And allegedly they fixed time bobbles, so they're no longer freezing. Aha! Aha! Desertion's still broken, but that's supposed to work. So, every time we create a bobble, get your bobble going, Sir Satoru, draws a card, gains the mana. Now, when Kip's on the board, because he loves his technology, right? When Kip's on the board, we start to power up our creatures with this loop. Just give it a second. Just give it a second, my man. Give it a second. Yeah, let's keep ley lining the board as much as we can. Look at that. That's just a beautiful thing. Look at that. And then Follow the Body says, hey, you want some more mana? I say, yeah, I want more mana. Why would you even ask me that question? Don't give me the option. Just take the mana, bruh. Give me the mana. Let's go. Come on. What are you doing? Right? And then it keeps going. And let's see. Now we have Kip on the board. Is it? I will know Kip's on the board when my creatures start reinforcing. And I think that happens. Well, I got to follow more bodies. Got to follow them. All right, there's Kip. Yes, yes. Okay, now everything's reinforcing. And no, of course not. What are you talking about? We just started doing the thing. And let's see if we can get to our second loop timer, and I'll stop it there so you guys aren't bored with loopy loops. But Desertion is designed to actually keep their hand control in place. I built another deck. The other deck that I built was all hand hate. It was literally just drain and discard from their hand. And that worked really well, but the only win con you had was your third ability. You just used that to swing for dome a couple of times, but that's why the game would freeze. I have tested it already. It works like gangbusters, does not have an issue. I can take their creature and put them on my board. I will not. Actually, I will demonstrate this. Look at this. So I'm going to replace Steam Core. Atraxa's going to hit the board, and then she's going to disappear. Hits the board, triggers, and then disappears. That's the bug with Desertion. But I care enough about you people to demonstrate it for you so you can see clearly what's going to happen. With this deck, I really don't care because as long as it's out of their hand, that's really what I'm looking for. Do I have enough? I don't. But I will do this. Actually, let's do this. Oh, I do have a 5 swap. Look at that. So I said no. I did something. I don't remember what I did. Did I stop the loop? I think I did. So if you stop a loop and you make another 5 swap, it starts the loop all over again. So see, like that would be a 5 swap, it would start it over. But I'm just trying to get enough beef so I can go and smack for facing game. And I think we're there. Don't cast this last one. It's going to cast this last one. It's going to cast it. Doggy. That's all right. That's okay. Yes, we stopped the loop. That's enough. We win. GG. Oh, one more match. Don't make a 5 swap. Boom. GG. Boom, boom. Gang, gang. No freezes. We like that. We like those. And you can see we're already up to our 3rd ability. What happens if they take a creature's out, guys? Doesn't matter. I still have my 3rd ability. I can whack them in the face. Jace is stupid strong. That's a standard loop. That's not even going in and using him in legacy events. Master of Time was my favorite mono blue Planeswalker. I keep saying that, Planeswalker, because he brings the pain. He was my favorite mono blue Planeswalker. He has been usurped. He's been kicked just in a terrible place, shot to the curb, stomped, and just left bloody. I love Jashiok, and yeah, that's what it comes down to. And he's fixed, so rejoice. He is goldies. I dig him. All right, with that said, let's actually go back to stopping my screen share. And I think that's it for now, ladies and gents. Any questions you guys have, I will be answering. Let's go into, if I do that, no, that just stops my share. And that doesn't do the thing I want it to. I want to see your guys' comments. So bear with me, guys, real quick. Let me set up your comments so I can read and answer your guys' comments live on stream real quick. I didn't do it. Hang on a second. It is. All right. So get your questions in right now. It's going to take a second or two before they populate so I can answer them for you. Any questions you guys have about this walker? I adore him. I think he's fantastic. I think he's absolutely one of the best. Let's go to settings. Yeah, that's as big as it gets. So let's go from there. And I can't look at your questions from here directly because it's a challenge. So, oh, I know what I do. Chrome, reopen, close tab. And that should take me right to the live stream. And then I can pause it and then answer your guys' questions. Refresh. No, won't do it. Oh, it's because the internet's not connected. And it's slow because it's on my mobile device, which is lame. My internet went down this morning, and I don't know why. Like, I seriously don't understand what happened. Let me pause this real quick. And let me go into your guys' question. What's up, Zivert? How are you? Jeshiok. Yeah, Roy Byrne. That's what I'm calling him right now. I was trying to jank Shiok and that kind of. It's a little too clever. Jashiok, right? That's just what we call him. 6 creatures. The autofill is worse than Greg. I know. What's up, Roy Byrne? All of that stuff. Says D all the above. What does he loop with? I think I've demonstrated that here, but I have the deck posted. If you missed the deck that I spotlighted here, actually, I can actually just have it on screen for you guys whilst I'm look at this. Will you look at here? Look at here. Shall I go beat Althazar's deck? Now I can't live stream, but can I live stream Greg streaming Althazar's deck? Curious minds want to know. I won't. I'll err on the side of just being polite and not do the thing and destroy him. Hopefully he's facing my deck and he's recording and I'm devastating him with his build, because that would be awesome. That would be hilarity. All right, so there's a look at the build whilst I'm answering your guys' questions. We are a dysfunctional, but we are very much so. You seeing us yet? I am. Live chat setting turned off. Maybe Gaz is a tool. Yes, he is. Gaz eats Greg's bookers. Don't understand that. Gaz wears croc cowboy boots with a tutu to bed. I asked you not to tell anybody, D. Why do you got to do that, bro? I'm not embarrassed. I am who I am. That's all that I am. It's way safer to CYL with a creature out than you can sack it. Yeah, I agree, Zivert. I normally will try to have a creature out, but if I'm behind and I need to kind of get lucky, I'll try to make strategic swaps to create more blue gems on the board before I'll cast it. Sometimes I'll mute it down just to like, oh, I've only got 3 blue gems on the board. Very little chance I'm actually going to get any kind of match or cascade. I'll actually mute it down and wait a turn while I'm patient. But when I'm streaming, you guys don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I will just hold off on it and go from there. Confirmed he's not seeing the chat. Confirmed he's not seeing the chat. Right, so you guys can say whatever you want. Gauze is a bobblehead. There's your loop at Undead. There it is. Stop clogging the tubes, Gauze. Yes, yes, I know. Do it. And then damn do-gooder. I know. You guys want me to do battle with him, but alas, I can't. I'll probably stop and record, and just so I have it for them to see what he's running in his deck. Screen is black. Here it is. There you screen is black. Just so we can see your face. Flash deck for a second. Yeah, live we can see you now in the bottom left corner. Okay, great. And that's it, guys. I posted the link to the disco, but your screen and sound are okay. Cool. Saw something screenshot. All right, cool. Those are just when we were having technical difficulties. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys sharing. Yeah, I really much appreciate it. I'll be in the game during my training grounds. Laugh out loud. He had to fill and discard it first. Okay. Looks like Gauze actually found the plot. Yes, I did. Oh, and that's the other thing too, is the plot mechanic was really janky beforehand. And that was, I think, at the core web core. I think that was at the core of what was causing the issue, was that cards would get plotted, they go into exile, they come back, and then you plot them again, like one right after the other, using your secondary or third ability. And it was just crushing, and the system was just too dumb to figure it out. So looks like they fixed that. All right, my friends, as always, I appreciate you could always be anywhere in the world and choose to spend this time with me here. It is truly appreciated, man. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to spend time with me here and suffering through the jankiness that is doing this live feed. Until our next quest, you guys are appreciated, respected, and as always, there's a link in the thread somewhere to the Discord. Get into the Discord if you're not already. If you're not already subscribed, we're on our quest to 2,000 subs now. We want to go out there and get that going. So we only have 970 more subs to go, my friends. So if you're not already subscribe so we can get into that era of the next phase of stuff. And as always, till our next quest, keep them swords up, my friend. If your sword stays up for more than 4 hours, you might want to see a medical professional. Talk to you guys later.